I'm so excited to be making what I think is going to be my most helpful YouTube video yet. If you're wanting to start a banner painting business, I'm going to share with you the must-have supplies to start your own banner business. It's going to be categorized into 4 different groups. First, I'm going to talk about digital supplies. Then I'm going to talk about basic supplies, elevated supplies, and then I'll wrap it all up with shipping supplies if that's what you're interested in. Stay tuned because I have an exclusive offer for those of you who are on my YouTube subscriber list. Everything that I mentioned in this video that's on Amazon will be linked in the description below. If it's not on Amazon, I'm going to try to find a link for it and put that below for you as well. Let's dive right in with the digital supplies that you need to get started on your banner business, even though only the first one is a physical product. If you're wanting to freehand your banners without making any sort of digital mock-up first, you can go ahead and fast forward to the section of the video for basic supplies. This is only if you're wanting to make a digital mock-up first. I create all of my banners on Canva first before I paint it. That means I need a projector. The projector that I use is the RCA brand. I got it at Walmart years ago, but it's on Amazon even though it's often sold out. So I have that on my storefront as well as 2 other brands that are just like this projector. If this projector ever dies on me, I think I'm gonna make sure I get a projector that has Bluetooth capabilities so that way I don't have to have a cord connecting from my computer to the projector. A projector is a must-have if you're wanting to make a digital mock-up look like your final product. As for the program that I make my mock-ups on, I use Canva. If you have not explored Canva, you are missing out. I've used Canva ever since college, so for the past 10 years. That's crazy to say. I'm getting old. And I use it for everything. When I was a teacher, I used it to make worksheets in my classroom. For my old small business, I would use it to create marketing materials and thank you notes for my business. And now I use it to make my banner designs. Canva has thousands of elements for you to choose between. Whether it's graphics for any party theme that your customers might have, fonts that match any vibe that you could want a banner to have, and just shapes and elements and fillers galore. You can make the project dimensions any size, so I always make mine 60 by 35 inches because that's the size of my standard banner. Let's say you do not have a natural eye for designing banners. That is okay because I, along with many other banner artists, sell our digital templates that we've already created for so many party themes. On my website, partybannersbykelli.com, I have a growing library of all sorts of banners that I've created before that you can use, change the name, change the colors to fit the banner you are creating. And then all you have to do is display it. The designing is done and it will save you hours of time because designing to me takes time. I was just at a coffee shop this morning from 9 to 1 and during that time I made 5 digital drafts. 5 from 9 to 1. It takes time. So if you're wanting to save time or if you just don't know how to create cute designs, for lack of a better term, banner templates are for you. In fact, for the next 100 people from this YouTube video, I'm going to give you a special offer on my website. If you use the code YouTubeCrew, because it's only for YouTube, I'm not doing it for TikTok or anywhere else. If you use the code YouTubeCrew, you can buy 3 templates and get 1 free on my website. Go use that code, get a free one, and start creating. I'm here to help you save time and make really cute banners. So again, that's YouTube Crew for buy 3, get 1 free banner templates from Canva. Super easy to use on my website, partybannersbykelli.com. I use Canva to make my social media posts. I use it to make elements for my website. I use Canva for everything. So if you're not using Canva, get on it right now. But if you're an iPad girly, make sure you have Procreate on your iPad because Procreate lets you draw anything you want. So let's say you want to use your own handwriting and your hand lettering on your banners. You can write that and draw that on Procreate. Whenever I can't find an element that I love to fit a certain theme or aesthetic, I just draw it on Procreate and then I save that as a PNG and add it to my Canva document. Procreate is just a digital drawing app on an iPad that you can make anything that your mind comes up with. And the last digital supply that you need, even though it's not a physical product, is social media. If you are wanting to take your banner business seriously, you need social media. You need Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest. Those are the ones that I use, and I need them all to make my business successful. It's okay if you don't have them all at the beginning though. Start with one, and then once you got a hang of one, build up the others. If you are already very familiar with Facebook, market your banners on Facebook. If you're already very familiar with TikTok, market your business on TikTok. Just pick one, and then once you get in a groove, then you can add some others. All of them are helpful in their own ways. Moving on from the digital supplies, let's go on to the basic supplies that you need to start your banner business. Of course, we have to have paint. If you're making a painted paper banner, you have to have paint. There are 4 brands that I use the most: Folk Art, Deco Art, Crafters, and ALLLLL. In no particular order because I use them all. Crafters is the Hobby Lobby brand, ALLLLL is the Walmart brand, and Deco Art and Folk Art you can get almost anywhere, I think. Deco Art and Folk Art are higher quality paints, but you can still find great coverage in the other options as well. But those are the 4 brands that I use the most. As for brushes, I know it sounds crazy, and I know if you are on the TikTok algorithm of banner painters, you already know this, but for brushes, use makeup brushes. Specifically, the Wet n Wild eyeshadow brushes are perfect for painting banners. There are also some other bundles of makeup brushes that have different sizes that I really like. I forget the names of those, but I have them linked on my Amazon storefront, so go check them out. The paper you use as a banner artist matters too. I know it looks like it's just regular craft paper, but I use a super high quality builder's paper. It's something that is like meant to protect the floors when doing construction sites, but I use it to make cute party banners. The brand I use is X paper. It is super thick. That helps with the paper wrinkling. It gives it a much more polished look as a final product. You can get X paper at almost any home improvement store. I get mine at Lowe's. Go wherever you can find it the cheapest. Because X paper is so thick, some painter's tape doesn't like to hold it up. I have a holy grail of a painter's tape, and there's nothing better. It's part of the Duck brand series, so you have to get that. If you are using the X paper, this Duck painter's tape, it's on my Amazon storefront, is the best. Absolute best. You can roll it on the back and stick it on the back so that way you can't see the blue when hanging up a banner. It's a must-have. Absolutely a must-have. Speaking of ways to hang a banner, let's move on to the elevated supplies. If you are hanging your banner in a space that's not a flat wall, perhaps on a tent or on a fence, and you want to hang it with twine, to elevate your banner business, you can offer putting grommets in the 4 corners of your banner. I just recently started trying this out, and it works super well. It is so easy to use, and grommet makers are only like $12 on Amazon, or something like that at least. You just need a hole punch to punch the corners, and then you put this grommet maker, this grommet puncher through it. It looks like a hole punch, and it elevates the banners so much to a much higher quality. So if you want to elevate your banners, get a grommet maker. I don't know the proper term for it, but that's just what I call it. It is perfectly acceptable to just clean your brushes on your hand with just water from the sink. If you want to elevate the process, make it feel like you're getting the brushes a little bit more clean. What I use is a makeup brush cleaner like pad. It's this like silicone mat that I rub the brush back and forth on, and it gets these brushes spick and span. And I also use tiny drops of pink soap. It's a brush cleaner. It's not just the color pink, that's the brand of it too. It just kind of elevates the cleaning process and keeps my brushes not as stiff or sticky, and it just kind of doesn't put them back to factory settings. It doesn't get everything off, but it definitely keeps them fresher than if I wasn't taking good care of them. And then finally, another way to elevate your banner painting process, instead of just using a plate or a flat palette to have your paint, you can buy the little clear cups that have lids to put your paint in, especially if you are an artist that mixes your colors. For me, most of the colors that I put on my banners are custom mixed. So I'll do a little bit of a dark pink shade, add a little bit of white, add a little bit of a orangey pink shade to it, and then I get a popsicle stick and mix it up. And then if I need to use that color later on, I'll put a lid on the little Dixie cup. It's kind of like a condiment cup that you would get if you were at a restaurant getting something to go, like a salad dressing. Then I can just save the paint by having the lid on it, and then later take the lid off, and it's perfectly fine to use. This also makes it really easy to hold the cup in one hand instead of trying to balance a whole plate as I'm painting with my banner up on the wall. Highly recommend using little cups as your palette. Now I am on to the final category of this video, which is the must-have shipping supplies. If you are moving your banners past the local orders only phase, which there's nothing wrong with, people stay plenty busy with local orders only. It's what I did for the first almost year of my business. If you're moving past local banner orders only and you want to start shipping your banners, you're going to need a box or a tube. Tubes are more expensive to buy upfront and they're more expensive to actually ship. I recommend using boxes. The boxes I use are 4x4x36. They're long enough for my standard banner, and I just roll the banner up. I put the banner in a plastic sleeve. So that's another material you need, a plastic sleeve. The ones I use are 6 inches by 50 inches, so they're wider than the banner when it's actually rolled, and they're longer. You don't want to get plastic sleeves that are 36 inches because it's not going to give you any room to tie it off with a ribbon or tuck it in. You want to make sure the plastic sleeve is longer than 36 inches. The reason I put it in a plastic sleeve before I put it in the box is to help if, let's say, the box is on somebody's front porch and it's raining and the box gets wet. This just adds another layer of protection from the elements during the shipping process. So you need boxes, you need some sort of plastic sleeve for it, you need packing tape to close the box up, and then one more thing that makes the process a little bit more fun is having a thermal printer to print the shipping labels. If you're shipping banners, you're definitely going to want to go through a website like Pirate Ship or ShipStation, or there are so many out there that help you save money on shipping, and you're going to want to print the label at home. If you go to UPS or especially USPS, they are going to jack that price up so much versus if you buy it online at home, you can get discounted rates. You can just print it from a regular printer, but it's more fun to have a thermal printer to print your own labels at home. Mine is pink, so it matches other things in my craft room. I have it on my Amazon storefront. I've had no problems with it. It is awesome to use. I definitely recommend it. And whenever I'm ready to ship a banner, I print the label and it's cheaper, and it just makes me feel like my business is at a stage where it's legit. So if you're ready to elevate your shipping process, get a thermal printer. It's worth it, it's convenient, and eventually it saves you money. At least that's my girl math. Okay, those are the supplies that I could think of today. I am sure there are supplies that I'm missing. If I'm missing any, they're going to be linked on my Amazon storefront. Definitely check out that whole list because everything that I use for my banner creative business that I get from Amazon is linked on that. Anytime I make a purchase, I just add it to that Amazon list. So check that out. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. If you have any ideas or tutorials that you want that I can make for my YouTube channel, let me know and I'm happy to help you out. I have loved having my banner business. It is not too saturated for you to start and do it for people that you know and then let it grow into something far beyond what you could ever dream. At least that's how it happened for me. So I'm cheering you on. I want this to be successful for you, and even if you're not going to make this into a business and you're just doing it for your own parties or your kids' parties or your grandkids' parties or whoever, these supplies are still helpful. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget about the YouTube Crew discount that's on my website for those banner templates. If you want to save time and just automatically have really cute designs, go check it out. If you use the code YouTube Crew, you can buy 3 banner templates and get the 4th one free. I never do sales like this. I've never done it on any of my other social medias, so take advantage of it while you can because it's only for the next 100 people that use that code. Okay? That's it for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for being here on YouTube. I am committed to making videos for you every single week, and I'm gonna do some live streams here or there too. I just did one a few days ago, so you can go check out the live tab on YouTube, and it shows me painting a banner from start to finish. That's all I have for now. I will see you in the next one.